I know you originally went to college for physics.
My first year I was a physics major, yeah.
Right, and then you switched to a music major. But then you dropped out of college to pursue music full time.
I realized I do not want to be a classical composer. I want to be a rock star. I have since I was 7 years old, and I watched the Partridge Family every Friday night.
Really?
Yeah, David Cassidy was out.
That is another point of relief. I think the Partridge Family is my first reference of watching like a band.
I say this jokingly, but David Cassidy was the first white man I ever wanted to be. Yeah, I got a drum set for Christmas when I was 10, and I would come home and I would put on a Partridge Family album, and I would play. I'd play drums to the entire thing, and then I'd put the
I don't
next
know
one,
if you want people knowing that.
Well, it's too late now.
So you dropped out of school and you're like, I'm going to go for this. Tell me if there was a time when your musical dream met up with the reality of the world and you kind of had to take a hard look in the mirror and say, this isn't happening like I thought it was going to happen.
Yeah. So one of the things that happened almost immediately from moving to Boston was I hooked up with a recording studio.
Okay.
And I did a demo tape. They watered down the music. How I found this recording studio was it was an ad on the radio.
Yeah.
And it was just after, let me see, this was '86. After maybe 2 years, I started realizing, these guys aren't doing anything. And then I did another demo, and then I tried to do an acting video just because I thought that would help the music. Then did a music video, and I'm sinking more money into it. I'm borrowing money to do more stuff with this recording studio. And then I had a back injury while I was working that really changed everything. Well, two things changed everything. One was my daughter was born, and then I really had to learn how to work.
Right.
And that was the year before the back injury. So by the time she was born, I was working 3 jobs, 7 days a week. And about a year into this, I went from a double shift of waiting tables to a double shift of delivering newspapers. And I delivered the Wall Street Journal. And so I delivered really big, heavy bundles to the financial district. So I was fried. And I was always working on sleep deprivation, and I was always working on adrenaline.
Right.
So it's 5 in the morning, been up for 24 hours working. I go to pick up this bundle, and I just feel something go in my back. And I'm like, that's weird. And then I just kept going, and I figured, well, I'll work it out, or I'll work through it when I work out tomorrow. And I noticed the next day was still bothering me. I was like, that's odd. Well, I'll work through it the next day. And each day it got progressively worse. And then within 2 weeks, it was like I woke up one day and I couldn't get out of bed. And while I was lying in bed, I'm looking at the ceiling, and I'm thinking, we need the money, I need to be working. But I was also thinking, you know what? If I keep doing this, I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. How do I think outside the box? And I thought, well, I don't have any money. I don't have any connections. What do I have? I said, well, I know I can sing, and I know I can act, because I acted in college. So I said, well, let me try that. So I went and I got the Boston Phoenix, which was their version of the Village Voice. And I just started looking for auditions, and I went to 2 musical theater auditions. And I'm sitting in there, and these people are real singers, and I'm just a guy with a nice voice. I'm like, this is not it. And then, I don't know why, but I went on this straight theater audition.
Okay.
And after my audition, the director says, wow, that's acting. Where did you study? And I'm like, no place. I hadn't studied.
No kidding. So when you came to your wife and said, yeah, I'm going to put these musical dreams away and I'm going to try acting, was she like?
I know. It's outrageous.
It is.
That's whenever people ask me for advice on how to become a successful actor, however you do it, don't do it the way I did it.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And if you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.